So, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is finally out, and honestly, things are not looking good. Things are not looking good at all. From what I have seen, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is not performing very well, and people are most certainly not happy. There has been a trend lately of the most highly anticipated video games of 2024 not doing well, or in many cases underperforming. This is nothing new really, but the sad part is that people have really been waiting a very long time for a new entry in the TDU franchise. The last time we got a proper TDU game was back in 2011, which was almost 13 years ago. So the TDU fanbase has been waiting for over a decade for a new TDU entry. To be honest, I always thought that we would just get more of a sequel to Test Drive Unlimited 2. I think that I and many people were waiting for a Test Drive Unlimited 3, a game that would uphold the TDU standard. I was really skeptical when I heard that we were not getting a Test Drive Unlimited 3. Instead, we got something else. It really is the same with any game's lifespan. Most franchises are only good up until the third installment in the franchise. And this is the same case for movies, TV shows, books, music albums, and video games. The issue is that we never got a true sequel. We more so got a failed attempt at a TDU game. The old TDU games were AAA. This latest Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown game just doesn't have what it takes to be called a TDU game. They recently spoke about big seasonal updates that they will be making for the game, and though they are ambitious, I do not believe that it will make a considerable difference that would change how bad Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is. This has nothing to do with the map of the game, and it has nothing to do with the car selection in the game. This has everything to do with how the game plays. On a personal note, I will say this: if this game cannot be better than Forza Horizon, then Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is a failure. The thing is, Forza Horizon was built off of what TDU did. The first Forza Horizon game was made literally a year after Test Drive Unlimited 2, so there is no question that Forza Horizon copied Test Drive Unlimited 2, because at the time that TDU 2 came out, it was pretty much the only big open world racing / car game at the time. Forza Horizon came out in 2012. Though it didn't have everything that TDU had, it was very big competition. The other sad thing is that the developer of the TDU franchise, called Eden Games, unfortunately shut down shortly after TDU 2 came out. From what I saw, there was quite a few internal issues that inevitably caused their shutdown. Still, on the basis of Forza Horizon, I will say that Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown could have easily done way better. Even the map of Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is way bigger than a Forza Horizon map. Forza Horizon is really good, but it is nowhere near TDU 2. Even TDU 2 could easily beat Forza Horizon today. Imagine if they had to do a remaster for TDU 1 and 2. Would be a bit of a cash grab, but the community would be happy. It's very unfortunate that we never got a TDU past 2013. So right now, the 8th gen consoles have no TDU at all, because they decided to cancel the 8th gen ports for Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, which I believe was a very, very big mistake on their part, because they made a promise that they didn't keep. People who played TDU 2 on 7th gen consoles have been waiting for a TDU 3. Now they got a game that is not TDU. Then the game they have been waiting for got cancelled on their consoles, so now 8th gen gamers are left without the Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, which would mean that TDU skipped a whole generation of consoles. I did a bit of research about Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. From what I found, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown started development in 2016, and one would imagine that COVID must have messed up a lot of their plans, because the game got delayed and pushed back to 2024. The game has been released to rather unfavorable reviews. In my personal experience, the game doesn't look like much has changed since the demo, which I'm really disappointed in, because when I played the demo, I thought it was an early stage of development. Come to find out, it was the actual game. Nothing much has changed with the final game, and I am still hearing the exact same complaints about the demo that I'm hearing about the final game. Is Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown the worst game in the world? No. This is just a game that has wasted potential. They had a chance to make a really great car game, but they messed it up. I feel like the people who made this game never played the old TDU 1 and 2, so they just decided to make whatever they wanted instead of sticking to the source material that made the franchise great. I believe if they want to make a great TDU game, they must go play the old TDU games, study and analyze them, pick them apart, change all the things that are bad, then work on those things, make them better. This is how you could make a real TDU game. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown failed to capture the very essence of what made TDU TDU. TDU was not about perfection, it was about freedom and exploration. It was about living the high life. It was about living a life with no limitations. It was about living the dream. I played the demo of Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, and the demo was enough to convince me not to buy the game. I was very disappointed with the final product. I was really hard on the game from the beginning, and now it looks like I was right about the game. This just feels like a lazy attempt at a TDU game. At this point, it would have been better for them to just make a remaster of the old games. They would have had to do less work, and they would have been able to get it all done much faster than what it took them to make Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Now all that time and money has been wasted. Instead, they could have done remasters for half the time and probably half the money. They said they would bring Albiza back to the game, but I highly doubt that it would do much to make the game better. I don't know how to feel about Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. I wish the game could have been what I hoped it would be. And with that, this is the Chilly Man signing off. I thank everyone for watching. Peace out.